Hello, hello. I have landed. I've landed back here in Colorado. Where have I been? I've been in Belize. I've been in Pagosa Springs, and now I am here back in Boulder, Colorado. I still have to unpack and everything, but I just wanted to come here first. This is what I do. This is what feels good to me to do. This is what keeps me in alignment. I meditate over there. It's kind of messy right now because I'm not unpacked, but I meditate right there, and I write in this journal, and I come up with things to share, to just share with people the things that help light me up, the things that make me evolve into my lightest, most easeful, abundant reality. And I write it down. And then what I do is ask what's mine to share with others. So that's what came up today, was to share this topic with you because it's one that I'm living and breathing right now. So what do? I get on here and then I get on my TikTok and I share with you all because it lights up my life to do it. And whoever receives it, great. If it could be one person, wonderful. If I can make a contribution, that lights up my life. So the topic today I really want to dive into is knowingness, and the idea of stop being manipulated, right? Um, there's a lot happening right now in the world, right? The past few years, it's kind of challenging to follow our own knowing when we're being bombarded by so much thoughts and feelings and emotions and trauma from the collective. How do we know the difference between what is our thoughts and what is our, like, what's our knowing, and what are thoughts from a collective that is really wrapped around fear? How do we know? And the thing is, guys, fear is a huge way of manipulating people. And sometimes it's done consciously and sometimes it's done unconsciously. Sometimes the fear that perhaps we have not dealt with in our own lives um, hasn't been addressed. So the fear out here, the manipulation that's happening out here, that's fear based, really comes to us and seems like our own knowing. So today I really wanted to dive deep into letting go of this fear so that you're not manipulated by the collective and that you can really tune in here to feel and know the difference of your own personal guidance. Sound good? So I don't have anyone live here yet, but when you get here and if you come in live, feel free to post a question, a comment, something that you're living with. Later on in the live, I'm going to be doing some light language, some sound bathing, so to help us release some of this fear and release some of the energy of manipulation. Now, manipulation, let's just start there. The word manipulation sometimes gets a bad rap, right? It seems like a bad word, right? But manipulation is just moving energy, being able to shift and move energy. So, who do you want to be the master manipulator in your life? So, see, the more aware and awake we get, the more we become the master manipulator in our lives. We get to shift and move energy according to our guidance and awareness and knowing. But if we kind of are half asleep and not awake to this, guess who the master manipulator of our lives is? The collective. The 3D collective that's based in a lot of fear. So you get to choose. You get to choose. Do you want to be part of the collective fear, or do you want to be the master manipulator of your own energy? Okay, manipulation is not a bad word. It's just an ability to shift energy. Now, the collective 3D collective is based in a lot of limiting thoughts and beliefs, and it's based in a lot of fear. This is what makes 3D reality. And it's a fun playing field, and a lot of beings just come to play in 3D reality. That's just a choice too. It's not good or bad. But as we start to wake up, as our eyes really open, our spiritual or energetic vibrational eyes open, we start to realize that, hey, I don't want to keep being moved and shifted by every shift in the collective thoughts, feelings, and emotions. I don't want to keep being shifted by the moon and the energies around the universe. Like I want to be a force to be reckoned with. I know I want that. Do you? Let me know in the comments whether this is a replay or a live here. Do you want to be a force to be reckoned with instead of being a ping pong with every energetic force out there, that of the collective, and that of astrology, that of personal feelings, that of fear, um, anger, um, whatever it is. So, guys, this talks about how do we know the difference? Well, awareness feels like a very deep knowing, but it's not linked into any kind of emotion. So if you are feeling like you have to make a choice and you have a knowing about something, but you can feel fear, or you can feel like strong energy, like strong, like some kind of emotion around it. If you feel guided by some kind of force of anger or force of hope or anything, positivity, hope. If you feel guided by a certain emotion, that's not awareness. That's awareness of an energy, but that's not awareness of your knowing. Knowing is going to be emotionless. Okay, emotions don't live in the realm of knowing. So to really tune into intuition and that deep knowing for you, it's not going to have any kind of fear based. It's not going to have any anger or guilt or loneliness or hope or positivity really in it. It's just going to be bored of that. It's just going to be like, oh, yeah, okay. And so one of the things I've been playing with is when to get my son the jab, right? And if to. And I woke up really sitting with it for the past few weeks, and I woke up today feeling like, yeah, today's the day. So there was no fear, because in the past, thinking about it, there was some fear in it, for or with it or without it, on both sides. And I knew that I couldn't react and I could not choose for him from that fear space. I had to wait until it became neutral, and I just knew that, oh, this is what we're doing now. And that's what came to me today. So guys, it'll feel very neutral. Your knowingness is neutral. Okay? If it's not neutral, if it's wrapped around different thoughts and feelings and emotions and logic, and that's not your knowing. That is linear reality. That is someone else's thoughts, feelings, and emotions. That's your own thoughts, feelings, and emotions. That is the collective 3D reality kind of trying to manipulate you and get you into this one path. Okay. So, and it's fine. But it's really good to know where you're choosing from. Are you choosing from your own knowing? Are you choosing from the 3D collective? Are you choosing from your past fear, anger, hope, vision? Okay. So that's what this video is about when I say stop being manipulated. Because, as I said earlier, you want to become the master manipulator of your life. What I said earlier was that manipulation isn't a bad word. It's basically just a capacity to shift energy. And so do we want to be conscious about what energy is shifting? Do we want to be conscious about why we're making certain choices? So for me, and for probably anyone who's being attracted to this video, you're pretty awake, and you really want to start to know how to grow your intuition and how to really grow your awareness and guidance from your highest self, from your source self. Let me hear, I think I see someone here. Let me know in the comments, like, what brought you to this video right here? Are you curious about growing the awareness of your own knowing? Do you want to stop being manipulated by the news, by astrology, by fear tactics, by the medical industry, by anything you hear? Now, I have someone in my life that has a very strong opinion about some things, and she they keep posting something around why this should be, right? But she's posting it from a lot of polarity and a lot of fear. And so when you notice that there's a lot of polarity and fear, and you feel like you're being swept in by that wave, I would personally sit down and get very still and quiet and ask, what is this? Is this mine? You know, is this my own knowing, or is this something else? Most likely, if it has that charge, let's see. I just got a comment here. Saw you were live and resonate with your frequency. And yes to all that. Anchoring into my deeper knowing and releasing outside sourcing. Shifting to trust and self-sourcing. Awesome, Kaylee. That's awesome. And that's exactly what this video is about. I'm going to do some sound healing a little bit to just help us stay on that trajectory. Because right now, more than ever, there's so much polarity and there's so much high fear and anger and just confusion in the field. And it's really important to learn how to clear that field and to learn how to just tune into our unaffected knowing. And as I said earlier, that knowing is going to feel very clear, and it's going to be emotionless. And it's not going to have a logic or pros and cons to it. It's just going to be like, oh, I know that. Oh, we're making that choice now. Oh, we're going to go do this now. Oh, we're staying home now. Like, it's just, and it's going to be hard because most people don't function from this. And so they don't understand why you're making certain choices. I have people in my life that just think I'm really, really off the wall right now with the choices that I'm doing and how I make my choices. But guys, to you guys who are watching this video, you're awake enough to know that these choices need to be made from knowingness, not from external fear or even internal fear that we haven't worked through yet. So just would need to take a look at that. So what I'd love to do now is to offer a sound healing. The sound work sounds like sound healing. And I say the term sound healing because that's how people can relate to it. But really what it is called alignment through sound. So the sound that I'm doing, and maybe you'll resonate with it. If you don't resonate with it, turn it off now because the frequency won't feel good to you. So I align with my source, my sovereignty source self at the 144th, right now, the 144th dimension. Okay. So if that feels like a frequency that could really expand your knowing and really release some of the fear out of your field, tune in here, because that's what's happening right now. I'm going to tune into that source frequency, and I'm going to sing from there, doing sounds to help myself and whoever is listening really align back with that source energy so that we could be the master manipulators of our lives. We can really know what we know without the bombardment of thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And so that we can really make choices that work for our best self and our best reality, and work to shine that out and help the planet evolve to her best self too. The planet right now is looking to evolve her consciousness too, and so I feel like as I do this, this is also contributing to the planet. So the way to receive this one is you can watch me, because sometimes the movements um, are resonate with your vibration as well. So it can shift vibration through my eyes, my voice, and my hand movements. But if you receive this kind of stuff better through just closing your eyes and just decreasing the input, you can do it that way too. Follow your knowing about receiving this. Okay. So thanks for being here, Kaylee. Thanks for coming back to the replay, and I hope this is a contribution to you really knowing what you know and choosing from that. Here we go. Okay, beautiful beings. I hope that was a contribution to your day. And if you would like a longer sound healing where you can just keep listening it throughout your day and really align with your highest self, I do have in my playlist light language and meditations, longer, like an hour, I have an 8 hour one, a few hour one. So, all right, I'm taking a break. Friday, I will not be doing a live this week. I will be in a workshop. And so, one of the things that might be shifting since turning 50 is that I think I'm going to be doing a lot more lives rather than just recorded videos. So watch for those. Thank you. I was toning along with you. So fun. Kaylee, thank you. I'm so excited that you were toning along with me. I wish there was some way I could have heard that. Um, I'm so glad you were here with me and you were toning and you were putting that light into the universe, into the world. Thank you, Keely. And thank you, all of you, for watching this replay and being the light you are. Yay. See you next time.